an aggressive start to the show. She coming in hot.
She came in so hot, she forgot to put fucking record.
Motherfucking Bill Riley over here. I'll do it live.
No, you're going to do it live.
Yeah. Do it now.
Yelling at him, yeah.
Okay, so I think we're ready to start the show. Clink. Let's get this shit going.
Hey, you just turn the fucking theme song down. Let's start now. Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised
Apparently
she didn't rip off her headphones and walk out the door.
She's got somewhere to be.
Let's start the show.
Born in the land of Bowie, Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. Punch you in the eye and drink your rye. Sam Houston.
Sam Houston?
Arsenal fans have another Sam. AKA the fucking Gooner Graham. Stump of a lord. Look straight in shorts. Sam Grammy.
Sam Graham.
Fucking United! Fucking United!
Hello and welcome to DU Does EFL Show, a completely brief, biased recap of the rest of English football as told by two common American schmucks. I am your host, Sam Houston, about to take a shot for the fact that Everton lost in the FA Cup, and my co-host, this dumbass over here, forgot about it. Mr. Graham, how are you?
Doing well. I forgot to actually remind you about your shot. You're absolutely right.
I chose to do the pumpkin spice variety.
We don't do shots for the FA Cup.
We do shots when our team gets knocked out. Yes, we do.
He did one, I did one. Yeah.
I'm not. I have no intentions of getting knocked out.
We're recording at the DU Public House just outside the nation's capital. You can check us out wherever you listen to pods. Of course, streaming live every single Monday night. Oh, yeah, and she's producer Mel over there denying falsehoods.
Producer Mel. She's fucking
delusional Mel.
Adolf Mel. Fucking God.
Start the show now. We're not losing the cup. Fuck all of you. Should you want to chat with us, there is many ways that you can. Mr. Graham, tell the good people how they can get in touch.
If Mel gives you permission, it's at DU Football Show on all the social medias and dufootballshow@gmail.com to get in touch via email. And she also does approve all of your Drunkard United FC requests to get into that closed group. So better be on her good side.
She is the admin because you and I have been problematic.
I had to, for the sake of the group, remove you from any roles for bullying and...
I said I was going to kill somebody.
Oh, yeah, bullying and threats of murder.
But I hit it. I did K space I space LL, and apparently the algorithm figured that out.
Because I simply said, what does DBAC mean as an acronym? And then I told your brother that he was a shit better.
Well, quit bullying our listeners.
I have said
Brian
worse.
doesn't listen to this.
I've said worse. Brian, come on, Brian can't be bothered to talk to his brother. Do you think he can really be bothered to do anything else? We are drinking the exact same shit we were drinking in the last show. So
we just finished the last show 8 minutes ago.
So let's go ahead and get into it.
Championship Corner!
I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh no!
Sorry, normally it is an 8-minute break. This week it was only 6. This old hot fingers over there.
There was actual games in the championship because there were teams that obviously were not in the FA Cup, so they went ahead and got those in. But in the midweek, Leeds beat Norwich 1-0, not helping them in the standings one single fucking bit.
No, it did not help them. Well, I mean, it helped them that they had three more points on the board.
They moved up 3 more points, but they're still way behind Southampton.
Still exactly where they are, which is fine. You just got to chip away. And the championship is the perfect place to chip away because there's still 4,362 games left.
Precisely.
So,
on
but also good for them to get 2 wins on the bounce.
Yeah, and also take 6 points off of Norwich, which isn't a bad team,
No, and especially not with Wagner in charge. I mean, remember what he did with Huddersfield?
Yeah.
Obviously, Neil Warnock had to come in and fix things, but that was obviously a bit later. I know.
On Saturday, Millwall and Preston drew 1-1, and Sunderland beat Stoke 3-1, so that keeps Sunderland in and around the playoff discussion, but so are 18 other teams.
Because they're all, I think, what is it, 5th and 13th?
You were talking about Swans being in potential trouble. It's like, win 2 on the bounce, and you're suddenly in 6th place.
Yeah, I mean that's true too. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think it's something ridiculous, like 5th place or 6th place. And 15th or 16th are all separated by like 9 points or something ridiculous.
Yeah, but even to the point of like 13th are separated by 4.
Yeah.
Like it's that fucking
It's that close. Right. So one championship game week where there's 7 games, you could find yourself in second.
Right up there. Yeah, it feels like the top 5 are pretty secure. Like West Brom is significantly behind Leeds, and Leeds is pretty behind Southampton, but both of them are pretty ahead of the rest of everyone else.
Yeah.
So feels like it's at least we can make a better decision by March, but it feels like 5 of the 6 have kind of already been decided unless someone really starts to tank.
For sure, yeah.
Because all of them also are fucking zipping in form. It's not like they're on like any of those top 5 teams have had like, in fact, if any of them had a losing streak, it was Leicester. And they're still on top by fucking 9 points.
Right.
And they had a fucking 3 or 4 game slide, 2 loss, 1 draw in 3 games. And fucking still where they are. Pardon me. A little bit of pumpkin spice there. Sunday had a...
That's not what you tasted, be honest.
Well, it was pumpkin spice puke. Massive match on Sunday with QPR hosting Huddersfield. In the 86th minute, the Terriers went up 1-0, only to see QPR equalize in the 95th minute right at the death. This was a massive 6-pointer because these are the 2 teams that are just apart from one another.
Correct, yep.
But Huddersfield still maintains a 3-point lead over QPR for the final spot for safety.
The other thing here, too, I can't remember which game it was now off the top of my head, but last weekend wasn't it the latest game in Premier League, latest goal in Premier League history? Mm-hmm. Was it 90th plus 11 or something like that, or plus 10, somewhere around there?
That was the West.
Was it Ollie McBurn?
Yeah, it was the West Ham Sheffield match,
goal,
the draw.
Yeah. The penalty. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We're seeing this more and more, these massive amounts of stoppage time that are proving to be detrimental to teams.
Oh, and absolutely.
It's kind of making the argument that you want the ball in play more often.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the league is starting to explore some of those, maybe stop the clock on stoppages.
Right.
Those sorts of, things that would technically have the ball in play more often or make time wasting not relevant.
Right.
It wouldn't make sense.
A guy's injured, stop the clock.
Yeah.
The minute you get him off the field,
start the clock again.
Start the clock again.
And then for anything, throw-ins, that'd be ridiculous to
not for throw-ins.
Stop the fucking clock.
That's what fucking it's unwatchable. College soccer in America, the NCAAs, they stop the clock for corners, throw-ins, goal kicks, and the clock stops. But there's also no added extra time, right? So it's like a shot, like basketball, right?
Well, that's the thing. So the ball is in play for all 45 minutes.
But it just doesn't.
No, because it takes fucking hour and 40, hour and 50, hour and 60 minutes. Hour and 60 is 2 hours for those of you counting at home.
Well, and there's also no yellow cards for stalling. So they can take however fucking long they want to set up that kick or that goal kick.
Well, it's
or
America.
Whatever.
We also got to put up a Pfizer commercial.
Yeah, very true. League One had some matches caught up in the midweek for Bolton and Exeter, both at the top and the bottom of the table, where they both got wins. Pompey won 1-0 to stay at the top, but Bolton got their second win to move back into second place. Still 2 games in hand for them as well.
Yep.
And Exeter beat 5th place Barnsley 2-1. And now have managed to get themselves 6 points clear of the drop. Remember, they were at one point in the drop because Reading had jumped ahead of them after beating them.
Correct.
And now they've won 3 in a row, and they right up the table and out of harm's way for now.
Reading have had to deal with that points deduction as well.
Yeah.
So
it was Wigan who had the points deduction, not Reading.
Excuse me, I thought Reading did also.
No, Reading did not.
Okay.
No, Reading did not. And Port Vale has become the new club that Reading is now chasing, and they're only 2 points behind Port Vale, so that's what they're trying to get out. Worth noting for this week, the game will already have been played by the time we've released the show. We'll talk about it next week. Pompey head to Oxford in a midweek match. That's a big one for Pompey.
That is a huge game. Yeah,
especially because Oxford is been bouncing between 6th and 7th place, so they're really kind of fighting for that playoff spot.
But also Bolton have those games in hand as well. So to be able to close that gap and potentially overtake Portsmouth, this is a huge...
They can get that win. It then makes it for Bolton that Bolton has to win both of those games in hand to get ahead of them. So that'll make a big difference there.
Yeah, by the way, I counted out from when I was diagnosed with COVID in October. I counted out today marks 3 months and 3 days that I've been coughing. Fucking getting on my nerves.
Allegedly. We have the documents here. Go, you got vaccinated, and that's why you're still carrying the COVID virus. And
nope. Allegedly, YouTube, we're still on probation.
Saturday.
Parody.
Yeah, we're making fun of Alex Jones. We're not fucking quoting Alex Jones here. We're making fun of him. Silly.
I don't know if that
it is a joke. I mean, I don't know why the algorithm can't figure that out.
No.
Maybe tech companies should have human beings looking at stuff.
Mr. Graham, it's not a joke. It's a joke! That's what it is. It's a joke!
I can't even remember his name.
It was Charlie Austin.
Yeah, Charlie. I thought
it was Mickey Mouse. Who did it.
Yeah, the only name that came to mind was Charlie Adam, and I was like, I know it ain't him.
Nah, Charlie.
Fucking rat.
In League 2, Accy beat Forest Green Rovers, and they currently sit in 10th place. Forest Green sits in fucking 24th. They're 22nd. They're going down, man.
Well, so they have a little bit of a free hit of a manager here after relieving Fat Drake of his duties. And we spoke about that obviously before with some of the things he came out with and slagging off his own players and all that kind of stuff. It's good Accy beat them. Forest Green needed a win. They desperately need something to go their way. Maybe try a steak. But Accrington haven't been on the best run of form either. And the fact that they kind of, not necessarily put the stones to him, but put in a very good performance is huge for them. Kind of get a little bit of confidence going, get a little bit of momentum going, and hopefully carry that on.
Got it.
Because obviously Accy is very close to our hearts.
Yes.
Who's Accrington Stanley?
Exactly.
For those of you that don't know, it's the Leyton Orient of the North, and we're good friends with their groundskeeper,
Mr. Ben Kay, close personal friend.
We should check in with him soon.
We will be.
Is there an
very
international
soon.
break coming up?
The problem is your ass won't be able to do it because you've got like children to raise and shit.
It's fucking annoying.
It'll
I'll
be me and Ben
pre-record some
again.
questions.
Be me and Ben again.
What if I pre-record some questions? How do you think that would work?
No, it
Do you
won't.
think you could be witty for me?
No. I'm witty enough for myself.
No, you can't.
I'm charming for me, and that's who I'm charming
I know,
for.
because you don't exude enough charmingness to cover.
No, because it benefits me. I don't care about benefiting you. Remember, the needs of the Sam come before the needs of the whole. Haven't said that one in a while, and I said it to him, woman, so shut the hell up.
I'm also a Sam, so.
Stockport destroyed the needs of the Houston come before the needs of the whole.
There we go.
There, it benefits you too, Mel. Stockport destroyed Doncaster 5-1 to maintain their spot at the top. Mansfield lost only their third match of the season to Wimbledon, and Barrow and Notts drew 1-1. And then
good for them.
So for
that sounds boring.
But for Wrexham, this doesn't really kind of affect anything. They're kind of right where they were, you know? They're still sitting
which
in
is
second,
all that matters. Yep.
Got a few games in hand, and they're right where they
don't
need
have
to be.
the FA Cup to worry about.
Yeah, precisely. Now
if you're in first place, 9 points clear, and you're kind of rolling, obviously Leicester had that little blip.
Yeah, have a run.
You know what I mean? Have a run. Go for it. You have points to give if you need to. Wrexham, you're in second place. You kind of need to solidify that place. You need to try
1, 2, or 3.
Try to overtake.
Yeah, if you can,
You know what I mean?
try to win the league. If not,
You would
finish
rather
in second or third and get up.
You would rather a second straight promotion than an FA Cup run in a heartbeat.
Yeah, absolutely the case. And then finally, the League Cup final that none of us want, but we're all going to get, much like the fucking Super Bowl. It will be Chelsea facing Liverpool on Sunday, February the 25th.
Well, what I'm annoyed about here is, wasn't it this game, Sarri was chewing cigarette butts on the sideline, and Kepa refused to come off for the penalty shootout.
Yes.
That was this game, wasn't it?
This tournament,
Or was this? I know it was this tournament.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Chelsea-Liverpool? Because Liverpool won a League Cup under Klopp.
Yeah, that was the one.
Or was that against City?
No, that was the one.
It was that one.
Absolutely the one, yeah.
Yeah. So that's not going to happen this time.
So then
So
why
I
do we
don't care.
watch? Like,
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
it's just going to screw up the schedule for the Premier League because they won't have any games that day because there's a game at Wembley. So there'll be a game on Friday. There'll be a bunch of games on Saturday,
Yeah.
and then there will be a game on Monday and maybe even a game on Tuesday just to break up the schedule.
They may have to do. I think last year they may have done a game.
Might have done an early game, but
That was because of the World Cup in the middle of the season and shit.
But it just
I kind of want them to get some other stuff over with that day, so I don't have to watch this game.
yeah. I'd rather
I don't know
watch
where to
anything
watch
else.
this game. Is this on ESPN? Do they have the rights to this?
It's ESPN. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I don't even like their coverage anyway.
My ESPN Plus app. Here's the thing, and because I'm gonna remove it from my TV and reinstall it from my TV because my phone I can still get ESPN Plus app. That one, my TV, every single time I play it, internet connection's perfectly fine. There's 3 or 4 times where I have to exit out of the game. Like legitimately, the Luton match, I had the Luton Everton match. I had on my phone turned upside down just in case if that went into spinning wheel, so that I could look up and start to look at it as I tried to fix my fucking remote. It's like, fuck you.
I just had to re-log into all of my stuff.
You charge us $11 fucking dollars now a month for
Here's
that.
the thing. My brother we just redid the family group note
Yeah.
of all the passwords,
Mm-hmm.
and we added in another household. So I have actually dropped $3 a month
Attaboy.
in what I need to pay for streaming.
Attaboy. Good job.
Yeah.
Save that money.
But I had to re-log in, and that particular app is held by a different household, which is annoying.
I'm quite surprised your brother didn't ask you for $1.50 because that's kind of how he rolls.
It is how he rolls, yes.
Saved you $3. It would that would be the one time your brother would actually speak to you and be like, "Hey, by the way, I was noticing it's $3. We should make it about $1.50."
We speak now. I got a niece on the way. We speak now more. It's good.
Oh, it's going to be a niece?
It is a niece.
Oh,
I didn't tell you that?
No, you just
Yeah,
said
it's
it
a
was
niece.
coming.
Grace is her first. Going to be her first name.
I'm surprised because he's the golden child. It wasn't a nephew. Just to fuck with you.
Well, I did tell him that if it was a boy and he named him Samuel, I'm gonna knock his fucking teeth out. Because we're still not convinced we're or not having a fourth.
Yeah.
So there's still every chance.
So your fourth child will be Samantha because it's a girl.
No. I'm not that vain.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You are that vain.
I'm not that vain.
All right, that's going to wrap it up. Any parting words, Mr. Graham?
If we go out on is it the Cranberries, right?
No,
the Cranberries is zombie.
This is EFL show.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
But injury time.
We can allude to things.
It would
You
not.
didn't know when you asked me
It would
that.
not be Carly
did
Simon.
know.
You're so vain. So settle down.
What?
It will not be Carly Simon. You're so
hum it.
vain.
Thank you. Careful, stop, copyright.
Bow, bow.
Her-
dow,
her-
dow, dow.
Her parting words is end the show button.
Yeah, right. No shit. Are we
done?
finished? Are we done yet?
All right.
I don't have any parting
All right,
words.
so next up is injury time, where we're going to go ahead and preview the midweek action and talk about the beers we were drinking. No fantasy to talk about because no fantasy was fucking
Oh,
played.
thank
Nothing
God,
happened.
I'm tired of losing.
The Ibs played two. Didn't do so well against yours, but we'll talk
that'll be
about
pretty
that too.
quick. Yeah.
All right. So should somebody want to find injury time, Sam, how do they go about doing it?
Patreon.com/D Football Show. Just sign up at $1 $5 tier. You get all the extra content that we do. Injury time being included in that. Our preview show of the upcoming midweek action this week. And then there'll be another injury time released on Thursday night or Friday morning for the weekend action because that's how we roll. We put in the hard hours so you don't have to.
If there's a fixture week, we do a show.
That's right. So, yeah, check it out. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people call it DU After Dark as well. Things get a little bit more hot and heavy.
I mean, we were already insinuating furry inferences on this show.
I wasn't.
Well, on the live recording of this show, not on the actual show, but now it's been done. There we go. Till next Thursday, everybody.
Much like what we got asked earlier on the internet, I cracked the 16%er as my third drink. I like drugs.
Born in the land of Bowie, Maryland. Bred to be a fan of fucking Everton. Punch you in the eye and drink your rye. Sam Houston.
Sam Houston?
Arsenal fans have another Sam. AKA the fucking Gooner Graham. Stump of a lord. Look straight in shorts. Sam Grammy.
Sam Graham.
Brooklyn United! Brooklyn United! Hit the fucking mute button!